All right, folks, we're here at our practice session number 54.
Yeah!
Talking about what we're going to do in 2024 as a band.
Yeah!
And also reminisce a little bit about
Right.
what we did in 2022 and 2023. So, to get started, I would tell you a little bit about us. We actually formed our band in September 2022, seems like forever before, doesn't it?
God.
Yeah.
Seems like forever, and you know, we started with very little equipment and everything. I actually got some clips of our practice sessions back then, if y'all want to look at the monitor right there.
Gosh, that's us.
Just keep watching.
Holy mackerel.
All right, so let's see how we've changed over the last year and 3 or 4 months.
Thank
haven't we?
God.
Yeah. And we are a family band. I'd like to go ahead and introduce the band. So first we're going to introduce, but you can go ahead and say hey now too when I introduce you. Our oldest member, which is our cousin Lewis over here.
Hey. Whoa.
And, he's our keyboards. He does our keyboards and percussion. And tell you a little bit about him, very little about him. He's a Vietnam vet. He was a cook in the Army. Proud of that too. We're proud of you. And also he's University of Kentucky Wildcats #1 fan in football and basketball. And also back in our heydays, back in the 60s, he played the accordion. He used to play the accordion. And we try to get him to play now, but you know, he won't do it for us. But he says he can't play it anymore.
Okay.
Okay, now we'd like to go ahead and introduce our oldest brother Barry. He's lead guitarist and vocals, and he also writes songs for us too. We have actually an album. It's called what is it called? That mystery. What do you call that? Mystery something? Okay, you can see it in our playlist, our album. It's called Mystery
It's a clever
something.
title.
Yeah, we're old folk. We can't remember things.
Yeah.
So, and this is all ad-libbed, and this is not rehearsed or anything, so we're going
Of
to
course
have a lot of bloopers in here probably. So Barry is a retired flight surgeon in the Navy. He's also a retired radiologist in private practice.
30 years.
30 years, yeah, big, ooh-wah, yeah. Also, he's written several books, and you can see this in his YouTube channel, which you remember that? Barry's Solo Performances / Oldies Band. So we also have all these media websites and everything listed in our info section if you want to look all this stuff up, which we hope you do, because we want you to subscribe to our different media sites and everything too. So I'm the drummer and vocals, I do vocals. My name's Clay, and I used to be a police officer and a paratrooper in the Army. And my big thing is photography and videography. I'm the one that produces and edits all this stuff. So if you don't like videos and everything, you can blame it on me. And actually, I played the trombone in our heydays back in the 60s in school, but the only reason I did because they had too many drummers and they wouldn't let me play the drums.
Boy, they made a mistake.
Yeah, I tell you, and actually, one of the music directors asked me when I told him I wanted to play the drums, said, "You know how to roll a drum?" And I said, "You know what to roll a drum." But at the time I said, "Roll a drum?" I said, "They're round. I mean, surely you can roll it down the street or something." So he kind of looked at me and said, "You need to take something else, play something else." So I ended up with the trombone. Our younger sister Carol over here, she used to play the keyboards, but now is playing the bass guitar, and she's learned this thing in less than a year and does really great with it. We're really proud of her.
It's really good.
Carol used to be a nurse, and now she teaches bridge, the card game, bridge. You know how difficult a game that is, and if you all need to play bridge or learn how to play bridge, and you can contact her. She'll be glad to help you out. And she's also the proud mother of twin daughters. And Carol, you played what? Piano, and what'd you play in the band?
And clarinet.
Clarinet. Okay, yeah. So now we'll come to last but not least. I was going to say least but not last.
The one who doesn't play anything.
Is Judy.
Yay!
Hey, Judy. And
Better half.
Barry's better half.
For sure.
And she used to be a nurse too, and she's our soccer mom. She raised 3 beautiful daughters and 6 grandkids, and she does a lot for them and still does a lot for them. And so she's kind of like our soccer mom. Judy, you didn't play any instruments in the band, did you?
No.
I think she was busy chasing the boys around. At that time.
Yeah, I had to watch out for that.
But she's percussions, and she also cares for Marshmallow, our number 1 fan over here that you
Yay,
heard barking.
Yay,
Say hi, Marshmallow.
Yay, Mikey.
I want to talk a little bit about our main goal, and that's to post over 500 songs on YouTube and our other media sources too, which is Instagram. We do things on TikTok, Facebook. Of course, we have two accounts with Facebook, a page, and then also a public group. You can find all these in our information section. Or you can go to my website, which is clayhaney.com, and find out all this information on all this that we've been talking about. So what do we play? Basically, we play the oldies, mostly from the 60s, 70s, some 80s and 90s. We grew up kind of in the 60s. That was our teen years, I guess, and everything. And the 60s, 1960s, was considered the music revolution. It's called the 60s music revolution. And it was basically the rise of rock and roll. This included the invasion from Britain, from the British, that with certain bands like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, and the Bee Gees, just to name a few. Does anybody else remember any of the other British?
Those are the
main
ones I remember
main ones.
mainly, yeah. I
Monkeys
mean,
from
there's
there?
Zombies, there's a bunch of different groups.
Well, you're just talking about
The
just
Queen-
you just
Queen
watched
was
the
Queen,
movie.
the
Queen.
Queen,
yeah.
yeah.
Just talking that you saw
Well, they
that
were
movie.
like 80s
Yeah.
and 90s, I think. Yeah.
So basically, it also considered the growth of psychedelic rock, Motown music, folk
Jimi
music.
Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, yeah, the great one. Beginnings of funk and soul music. It also was the era of the king of rock and roll, which is, of course, Elvis.
Yeehaw.
I know you all know Elvis Presley. And also the king of pop, which was Michael Jackson and
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Queen
Soul
of
music.
soul music.
Queen of
Yeah.
soul music. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, these were some of the best-selling artists of all times was from the 60s. These great names, these great people. So we sing a lot of their songs, and if you've never heard their songs, 60s music, you've got to just listen to us. We're going to have over 500 songs from basically that era. So you can listen to
you
what we
played
listen
with a lot
to.
of the Motown greats? Like James Brown. This was the talk. James Brown.
Yeah,
How
You
to
do
do
that dance.
You
get
all
on the
he can
bed.
dance like James
Get up
Brown.
and do a little jig for us. Break a few bones or whatever. Okay. And basically,
No
folks,
fingers.
I mean, the 60s music, it was basically the spin-off of all music that you listen to today. So,
Yeah,
you know,
that's for sure.
it's a combination of all
Only
that
real
kind of stuff.
music was back
Real
then.
music, what they say, yeah. But that started it all back in the 60s, so. Let's see. So basically, who are we as a band? Like I mentioned, we're a family band. Started back in September 2022. So we haven't been around for long, actually, as a group. We're not the best, and we never claim to be. We don't say that the music we play, we don't think that we can imitate it or anything, but we're just playing our version of it. So, and but we're not the worst either. So we're just having fun and hope that you can have fun listening to us. So we'd like to invite you to follow our amazing music and life journey.
Yeah.
And it's going to take us a while to go through 500 songs, so we're going to be around for a little bit.
Yeah, we're hoping we'll be
Hopefully.
alive long enough to get time.
And of course, there's on our YouTube site, our main site, which is Yody's Oldies Band / Vamp VAAMP Productions, which is kind of our production company. VAMP standing for V, videos, A for art, A for abstracts, M for music, and P for photography. So we have a little bit of all that. We have a lot of art and flyer galleries, some live events. We have also other musicians that we have posted. One of them is a local band called the Whole Shot Blues Band, and they're pretty good. Carol's daughter's married to the drummer, as a matter of fact, and they're really good. So look them up in our playlist too. I mean, they're really good if you like blues music. They play a lot of fast and slow blues music. So. Another musician is John Fox, which is a local too, and he plays piano, so he does a lot of our Christmas music on the piano and a lot of classical type music, and he is really a great pianist. So listen to him too. His playlist is on there too. So we got a little bit of everything for everybody. So that's basically it, unless anybody's got anything they want to say to our subscribers out there, or people listening to us.
We just appreciate all the support we've had. So many people have
definitely
watched us, and we're glad and hope that you enjoyed listening to us. We've got plans to play a lot more good music for you, and it's all songs that you will know, and we do our version of it. And we look forward to doing those songs for you.
And I would like to say that if you're in your 60s or 70s and you think your life's over and that you can't learn anything new,
look at us.
I learned the bass.
She learned it in
listen
3
to
months.
Yeah,
She
great,
learned to
yeah,
play the bass,
yeah.
and you listen to her on some of the songs, she plays it really well.
Right. So even Judy never was musically inclined, but she
plays
does great
percussion for us.
She does her tambourine like does great, just fits right in there with the music. What do you do there with those little balls or those little things? What are those things? Little shakers? Shaker floors, yeah.
I mean, you can't, it looks like these boys.
A little
the sound
spice
you
to
hear
our
in our
music,
music,
yeah.
yeah.
So basically that's it, and we hope you stay tuned. You know, we've got a lot of great music coming up, and we plan on being around for a while. So we do appreciate everything that you're listening, and for subscribing. Please do subscribe. It don't cost you anything. You won't get any emails out the gazoo. I know everybody hates that, but it's just a way to stay. It helps us too in our ratings, and it helps us bring you even more and better music and videos. So help us out, and just enjoy our music like we enjoy it. It's just really fun. And like Carol was saying, we're all in our 70s. Carol was the last one to turn 70 just last year, and here we're doing all this, something we've never done before. But we've all played instruments, but never together as a band. I think Barry played for a little bit with the band. What was that band that you played with in the 60s?
It was called the Illusions, a high school band. I didn't play very long with them, but I played for a year or so, and I enjoyed that. Played rhythm guitar, and then I did play in the band, high school band, and played. I started out with cornet, trumpet, alto horn, baritone was the last instrument I played in high school. So yeah, I love music.
We all do, and I know you do, or you wouldn't be listening. So want to hear about the 60s, and we even give a little history on the musicians occasionally about them. So, you know, enjoy the 60s music. It's where it all started. You wouldn't have what you're listening to today if it wasn't for that. So, thanks again.
Thanks.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we
We'll let
appreciate
the
it.
dog out.
And
Let the
that
dog
is
out.
a wrap.
All right. Yay, marshmallow.
Now what we're going to do is go ahead. Thanks for listening, folks. Now we're going to get down to a little business. We're going to
Yeah,
talk about
here, I've got
some songs that
a
we're
got
gonna
a bunch
come
of
up
songs
with,
I
you know,
want us
so
to
we
do.
got-
We got a cool song like Tom Dooley.
All right.
Hey, with a